There's one hill I'm always ready to die on. Mega Man 7 is a masterpiece that gets treated like it isn't special. Let me show you why this ignored classic crushes Mega Man 2. Remember when Mega Man actually looked like a cartoon? In Mega Man 7, the jump in visual quality is a generational upgrade. For years, we've been playing with abstract 8-bit sprites. In Mega Man 2, the Blue Bomber is a tiny hero made of a few dozen pixels, and he flickers so bad. Don't get me wrong, I love the aesthetics, but looking back at it now, the environments feel like a grid of colored blocks. Then you look at Mega Man 7. Just look at the sheer size of the sprites. Mega Man himself is huge on the screen with cool animations. When he slides, you see the friction. When he takes a hit, his expression changes. It's the difference between reading a comic strip and watching a high-budget cartoon. The SNES hardware allowed Capcom to ditch the monochromatic backgrounds of the NES era in favor of multi-layered environments. Take a look at Freeze Man's stage. In the 8-bit days, an ice level was usually some white floor tiles and a blue sky. In Mega Man 7, you have everything you wanted back then. Shimmering icicles? Check. Translucent surfaces? Check. A color palette that makes the cold seem real? Check. And on the other hand, boss sprites are the real stars. Shade Man looks like he flew straight out of an anime, with wings and fluid movements that weren't possible with Mega Man 2. I'm not being one of those good graphic fanboys who only play a game if the graphics look great. I'm talking about actual world building. You'll find yourself standing still in levels just to admire the details. Even if it's heaps of scraps and Junkman's level, it's okay to prefer good graphics over nostalgia, and that's all I'm saying. These stages actually flow instead of just punishing you. One of the biggest hurdles for me when replaying Mega Man 2 is the haha we got you level design. Do you remember Quick Man's stage? If you don't know what's coming for you, you die. At some point, it's not even a difficult level anymore. It's simply a chore. Or should I say, it's a trial and error loop that's designed to make you restart the level rather than test your skill. Now, Mega Man 7 takes a different approach, and it's one I find so much more satisfying. In Freeze Man's stage, you're interacting with the environment, and you don't have to be scared of random spikes that will instantly kill you. There's a logic to the enemy placement that rewards observation. Take Shade Man's stage for instance. The way the branching paths work is brilliant. Compare that with the frustration of Mega Man 2's Wily Castle, specifically the Boo Beam Trap. That fight is a nightmare, where one missed shot means game over because you ran out of weapon energy. I'm not even going to call it a challenge, it's simply a design flaw. In Mega Man 7, the challenges are creative. Think about the way Junkman's stage uses magnets and how Burst Man's stage plays with buoyancy in the water. When I die in Mega Man 7, it's always my fault. Maybe I mistimed a jump or something. But in Mega Man 2, it's the game that decides that it is time for you to go back to the checkpoint. Boss fights where you're not just spamming the right weapon. Let's talk about the Metal Blade problem. In Mega Man 2, once you get that weapon, the game is over. It's so overpowered that you can use it to slice up almost every boss and enemy in the game. The Robot Masters in Mega Man 7 make you use your brain. Freeze Man is a perfect example. He reacts to your movement. Let's say if you jump, he might counter jump, almost as if someone is controlling him in real time. And while weaknesses still exist, they don't finish the boss instantly. I also have to mention the weaknesses and environmental interactions. Did you know that you can use the Scorch Wheel to burn the trees in Slash Man's stage and light up the dark rooms in Shade Man's stage? That level of interaction extends to the bosses too. The final battle with Wily in Mega Man 7 is legendary for being one of the hardest fights in the series. You can't just spam a Metal Blade to win. Every time I take down a boss in Mega Man 7 using the Mega Buster, I feel like a pro. The one soundtrack you only realize is fire after you replay it. I know, Mega Man 2 has the greatest hits. Dr. Wily Stage 1 is the anthem of the entire franchise, but I think we've let nostalgia blind us to how nice the Mega Man 7 OST is. Because it moved to the SNES, the sound changed from the sharp chiptunes of the NES to a heavy sound. At first, it might sound softer, and you will hear how atmospheric it is. My personal favorite? Definitely the Freeze Man theme. I've always felt that the music in Mega Man 7 supports the mood of the stages better. Mega Man 2's music is iconic, not denying it, but it's all 8-bit pop. It took me a few playthroughs to appreciate the sound of Mega Man 7, but now I find myself humming the stage select theme often. This is where Mega Man finally grew a personality. Wily is back, go kill these 8 guys. That's it. That's the story of Mega Man 2. There's almost zero dialogue and very little character interaction. For an arcade-style experience, it's alright, but it leaves the world feeling a bit hollow. Mega Man 7 is where the series seemed to have a universe. This is the game that introduced bass and treble, and I cannot stress enough how much their conclusion changed the dynamic. Finally, Mega Man had a rival whose conversation will give you more drama than your mom's favorite soap opera. Of course, this was completely missing before. When bass helps you and then betrays you, you'll feel a lot of things. I also love the addition of the shop. Talking to Otto and Roll gives the game a home base. Cool to see Otto's goofy animations as he builds items for you. What I'm saying is that all these things give Mega Man a life outside of shooting things. Even the ending of Mega Man 7 is famously darker than its predecessors. There's that moment where Mega Man aims his buster at Dr. Wily, and Wily reminds him that robots aren't supposed to harm humans. The hesitation in Mega Man's eyes say more than any 8-bit text box ever could. As a gamer, Mega Man 7 is a great game, but it is an even better story. So how did a game this good end up ignored? It's the ultimate tragedy of time. Mega Man 7 was released in 1995, right at the end of Super Nintendo's life cycle. By then, the world was moving on. The Sony PlayStation and Sega Saturn were new, and they promised 3D graphics and next-gen experience. A 2D platformer, even one as polished as Mega Man 7, was old news to the mainstream gaming press. On top of that, Capcom reportedly developed the game in only 3 months. Can you believe it? It's a miracle it turned out as good as it did. But because it didn't have the impact of the original NES titles, people see it as a transitional game between the NES classics and the X series. Nostalgia is a powerful drug, and Mega Man 2 was the one that defined many childhoods. It's hard to compete with that. When people think of Mega Man, they think of 8-bit. Mega Man 7 challenged that identity by trying to be cartoonish, and for some gamers, that was a turn-on. But if you strip away your childhood memories and look at the game design, the mechanics, the boss AI, it's clear that Mega Man 7 is an evolved game. I truly believe that if Mega Man 7 had been released 2 years earlier, it would have been placed alongside Super Metroid and Mega Man X as one of the definitive SNES titles. So, give Mega Man 7 a fair chance. I promise you, you'll realize that I've known for years Mega Man 7 deserves to be famous.